everyone! So yes, I know I initially expressed my disinterest with continuing to make FixTF2 videos, however I've decided I'm going to continue to make them until the people actually running the protest log back into their YouTube channels. So expect more videos and updates like this to come in the future. So, FixTF2. What have we currently accomplished, where are we at now, and what's coming up next? All to be covered in this video. Some have gone quiet and others have gone complacent, however the FixTF2 protest is not over yet as we have a lot more in store for the near future. So, first up, what have we accomplished so far? And, well, we have a lot to talk about here actually. If you want to skip to what I consider to be the most important part of the video, that will be the middle section, you can find a timestamp on the screen right now. So through the FixTF2 protest, we have accomplished a lot, and it seems to be that people don't really understand this just because we haven't had an official response from Valve. I made a video talking about this a while ago. We do not need an official response from Valve just to know that we have made movements. The target of this protest is Valve, sure, but there is literally no scenario in which making a public announcement about FixTF2 would ever do them any benefit. So just because we haven't had an official response yet does not mean we have failed, and it does not mean we have not accomplished anything. One of the most important things I think we've accomplished so far with this protest is of course the mass media coverage. Many gaming articles and news sources of the such have decided to cover FixTF2, and I believe these are the parts that Valve would be most interested in listening to. Valve has shown on occasion that they do not give a toss about their communities. However, they absolutely give a toss about bad press. And wow, did they get it. I believe the most impactful of these articles has to come from PC Gamer. These are the people behind the original quote of "the most fun you can have online." Yeah, the irony that the people that said that, ended up covering the FixTF2 protest and Valve's negligence of the game. So that was pretty good, and I think probably the highlight of the protest to me. Now obviously, I'm not going to cover literally everything that we've accomplished because, well, that probably deserves its own separate video, but all of this amounted in the fact that the bots are now gone and Valve has issued mass ban waves on repetitive days. TF2 is currently playable, and this has come from the FixTF2 movement. Yes, I know, someone called Richter Overtime, who I'm not necessarily familiar with, made a tweet claiming that they've been working on this for 2 years, but not only did he not provide any evidence, he has also gone back on that statement now, and for some reason, people keep asking me for my opinion on this. My opinion is, he provided no source. Other evidence to suggest that they have not been working on this for more than 2 years comes from the fact that after the first FixTF2 protest, there were some bot ban waves, and then they just utterly gave up. And of course, the 64-bit update was released earlier this year, and yes, I know that was done by an external contractor. However, considering how we don't actually know who has issued these ban waves so far, I would take a good guess and say that he was a big part of it. And if he had been working on the 64-bit update for a very long time, why would he hop between projects? It just makes more sense to finish the project you are hired to do, and then move on to the next project you are hired to do. So the long and short of what we have accomplished is such. Our hashtag was trending on Twitter for a very long time, many of the voice actors came out to make statements in favour of FixTF2, we saw mass media coverage, and all of this resulted in the fact that the bots are currently gone. Currently being the big word there. So let's move on to the next section. Where are we currently at, as in what is currently happening in terms of FixTF2 movements, and where is it going next? So as all of you should know by now, the signature collection for the FixTF2 petition ended on July 1st. Many people are confused as to why it has ended so soon, many people are confused as to why they can't just keep it open to collect signatures but not print them, and others don't really know what the current plan for all the signatures is. So as I normally do when making one of these videos, I decided to contact some of the people involved in FixTF2, and they had some very interesting things to say. So according to the people involved in FixTF2, the reason the petition ended on July 1st before the summer update was so that the FixTF2 movement could be shifted from signing the petition to boycotting the game. We had reached, many weeks before the petition closed, the average medium for the amount of signatures being collected. It was not going to get any higher, and the numbers necessarily wouldn't have made any differences, so it was best to call it off when they did. From speaking to some of these people, I learned that the signature collection date was originally going to end after the summer update had concluded, and I am very glad this was not the route that was taken. It is best with something like this to strike whilst the iron is hot. And if the petition were to drag on for another 2 months, people would not only lose interest, but would also lose faith in the actual petition itself, so it was a good idea to end it when it did. So now the FixTF2 movement should be aimed at boycotting the summer update. Now the word boycott seems to be the whole buzzword of the entire protest, as several people who are popular for being angry at literally everything have popularised the idea that it should have started from the beginning. And to this I say, I feel like I'd like to share with you my opinion on the boycott situation. We should have stopped spending money when the FixTF2 movement started, yet we only should have announced publicly that we were boycotting when the summer update comes out. It just doesn't really make sense to me to announce that we are immediately boycotting the game when we have announced that we are starting to protest for the game's future. It doesn't really make sense. It's too many things at once. The FixTF2 movement was so successful because we had one united goal: make casual playable again and get rid of the bots. If we diluted that any further, we would dilute our aim and we would cause infighting. So I personally think that publicly announcing the boycott at the summer update is the right decision to make. However, I also believe that we all should have stopped spending money on TF2 a long time ago, but just not really announced it. The summer update boycott is still going ahead in full swing, and there will be many videos, I'm sure of it, being made around the topic when the summer update comes out. Now apparently we are scheduled to have the summer update hit pretty soon, as all of the map creators for the 8 maps that will be added in the update have been emailed asking for their products to be shipped within the weeks. So expect the summer update to drop relatively soon, and when that update drops, if we get no statements upon the future of TF2, then I believe we should continue with the boycott. Now let's hop back to the future of the petition. So it seems like going through the petition can be an automated process to an extent, but at some point it seems the people involved will manually have to go through all of the names to verify them. A lot of people seem to be worried about the petition being botted, and to that I say, this pretty strict filtration process should get rid of that if there are any false names on there. So in short, worrying if the petition has been botted or not is a non-issue. So the petition will be delivered to Valve at some time in August, which means the people involved will physically be travelling there to deliver it themselves. Now I don't believe we have a date for when the petition will be delivered yet, but I think that's fine, as the people involved in the FixTF2 movement actively have a lot more to do before they can think about travelling. Now one of the things you'll hear the average doomer whine about is that the petition could just well be thrown out upon entry, or maybe the people involved could just be flat out denied entry. And to that I say, we all know that is a possibility. However, we have nothing to lose by trying. That was the whole basis for the FixTF2 movement, and that is 100% a valid reason to try. But apart from that, that really is the future of the FixTF2 movement. The signatures are currently being calculated for and eventually will be printed out. The petition will be delivered, and at some point in between we will receive the summer update. I truly believe that this summer update is going to determine the future of TF2. If they continue to make ban waves and if they continue to take active measures against bad actors, then I believe the future of TF2 is bright, and I'll be more than happy to officially declare myself a TF2 YouTuber then. But if not, well, I think we have some other plans in mind, and we will continue to spread the word of FixTF2 until these changes are made. And with that being said, that's all I have to cover in this video. Thank you very much everyone for watching. Please do consider subscribing if you're interested in staying up to date with more FixTF2 news, and remember not to be complacent with the current state of TF2. The bots are gone, yes, but Valve needs to keep this up in order for them to be gone permanently. So have fun in TF2, have a good time, but be cautious about Valve and do not spend any money. And with that being said, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you later down the sunny road.